Most people go through life trying to blend into the background, but not you. You were designed to stand out, even before you consciously realized it. Your energy is distinct, like a song that others can't stop hearing even if they don't know the lyrics. People feel this difference long before you understand it yourself. Think about how, even as a child, people seemed intrigued by you, teachers paid more attention, strangers smiled for no reason, or some even acted strangely around you. This isn't random. It's your aura signaling that you are not ordinary. Energy is real, and science confirms this. The human body emits measurable electromagnetic fields, and emotionally attuned people often pick up on them. As a chosen one, your spiritual frequency is higher, which naturally draws attention. This difference can be uncomfortable at first. You might even wonder why you don't fit in anywhere. But what feels like rejection is actually a form of spiritual protection. The world was never meant to handle your light casually. Understand, being different is not a weakness. It's a signal, and people are noticing you even when you think you're invisible. Have you ever walked into a room and felt eyes on you immediately? Not because of your outfit or appearance, but because something about you shifts the atmosphere. This is one of the most obvious signs you're a chosen one. People might look at you longer than normal. Some seem fascinated while others appear unsettled. This happens because your presence carries weight. You're not just another person passing by. You're a frequency, a vibration that can't be ignored. Even strangers on public transport or in grocery stores might glance twice. They're not consciously aware of why, they just feel something. And that something is your spiritual presence. This can feel isolating or intimidating at times. You may feel like you're constantly under observation, but it's actually a subtle acknowledgement of who you are. Light can't enter a dark room without everyone noticing. Take it as confirmation rather than a curse. People stare because your soul makes them look up. When you're chosen, people either love you deeply or dislike you instantly, often without explanation. This polarity isn't random, it's energetic. Your spirit stirs something within others, either inspiration or insecurity. You'll notice how some people, even strangers, treat you like a leader. They're drawn to your authenticity and power. They may compliment you, seek your advice, or just want to be near you. But then there are others who resent you without knowing why. They might roll their eyes, dismiss your ideas, or gossip about you. This isn't personal, it's their unhealed wounds reacting to your light. The truth is, high-frequency energy is a mirror. It shows people who they are, and not everyone likes their reflection. Your presence brings hidden emotions to the surface, which can cause irrational hostility. Understanding this will help you navigate relationships with more peace. You're not meant to be liked by everyone. You're meant to awaken something in them. Have you ever noticed how people tell you things they've never shared with anyone else? Even strangers. That's a sign of spiritual authority. People sense your empathy and wisdom before you even speak. This happens because your energy feels safe. Your aura communicates, "You can trust me," even if you've just met someone. This is why friends, coworkers, and even random acquaintances feel drawn to unburden themselves to you. It can be overwhelming at times. You may find yourself holding other people's pain without knowing what to do with it. But understand this is part of your calling. You're not just a listener, you're a healer by presence. Psychologists call this the empathic effect, where highly intuitive individuals create psychological safety for disclosure. But for you, it's deeper. It's a spiritual gift. Handle this gift with grace but set boundaries. You're a light, not a dumping ground. Chosen ones often face unexpected challenges, not just from life but from people. Individuals may test your patience, question your character, or provoke you for no reason. This isn't because you're weak. It's because your spirit intimidates them. Some people feel they must prove themselves in your presence or try to knock you off your center to feel powerful. Think of it as training. Each challenge refines your character and strengthens your discernment. Even Jesus was tested in the wilderness before stepping into his mission. You're no different. This can be draining, but it's also revealing. Those who challenge you are often unknowingly confirming your strength. They wouldn't push if they didn't see something worth pushing against. Take every test as a sign of your significance. No one throws stones at an empty tree. Another unmistakable sign: you can see through people. Lies, manipulation, hidden motives, they're obvious to you even if no one else notices. This isn't paranoia, it's discernment. You might find it hard to tolerate fake smiles or empty words because your spirit instantly senses what's real. People can't easily deceive you, and this makes some uneasy. Science calls it micro-expression recognition, the subconscious ability to read subtle facial cues. But spiritually, it's a gift of clarity. It's as if your inner radar is always on. This ability helps you navigate life with wisdom, but it can also feel isolating. You may wish you didn't see so much, but it's necessary for your calling. Embrace this vision. It's not a burden, it's your built-in protection system. You don't have to preach, post quotes, or give speeches to inspire people. Just by being yourself, authentic, resilient, and purposeful, you light a path others want to follow. Colleagues, friends, or even family may start making positive changes after spending time with you. They won't always tell you, but you'll notice subtle shifts. This happens because energy is contagious. Your growth encourages theirs. Your calmness soothes their chaos. Your courage ignites their own hidden fire. Think of great leaders throughout history. Most didn't inspire by shouting, they inspired by living differently. You're doing the same, whether you realize it or not. Never underestimate the quiet power of your presence. You are a living lighthouse. One of the clearest signs you're chosen is the level of resistance you face. Financial setbacks, betrayal, unexpected crises. It feels like the enemy is always trying to trip you up. This isn't a coincidence. The greater the calling, the greater the opposition. Spiritual attacks are a backhanded compliment. Darkness doesn't waste time on empty vessels. You may also experience strange patterns, bad dreams, intense anxiety before breakthroughs, or people turning against you unexpectedly. These are indicators of spiritual warfare. But here's the truth: you were built for this. Every attack refines your armor. Every setback pushes you into deeper strength. Don't fear the fight. The presence of the battle confirms the presence of your purpose. One of the most powerful yet subtle signs you're a chosen one is how people feel after interacting with you. They might not articulate it, but they leave your presence lighter, calmer, or more hopeful than before. This isn't coincidence. It's the healing vibration you carry. When someone enters your energy field, their nervous system unconsciously synchronizes with yours. Your calmness lowers their stress. Your faith sparks their courage. Your presence is like a balm to their weary soul. Think of times people have said, "I don't know why, but I feel better after talking to you." That's not small talk. It's evidence of your impact. Even a simple smile from you can shift a person's entire day. You may feel drained sometimes because healing others, consciously or not, uses energy. This is why self-care is crucial for you. A lamp can't shine if it burns out its own bulb. Your healing effect is a gift. It's also a calling to maintain your inner peace, because what's inside you spills into the world around you. Your presence is not just healing, it's also revealing. People's hidden insecurities, fears, and wounds often surface around you. This can make some uncomfortable or even hostile toward you. This is because your energy acts like a mirror. You don't judge, but your authenticity shines light on what others are hiding from themselves. Some will thank you for it. Others will resent you. For example, you may notice how certain people become defensive, argumentative, or strangely emotional when you're around. This isn't because you're too much. It's because your spirit wakes up what they've tried to keep asleep. Think of it like sunlight hitting a dusty room. Suddenly, all the particles become visible. You're that sunlight, and visibility isn't always comfortable for people who have lived in the dark. Understanding this helps you not take people's reactions personally. Their discomfort is proof of your impact. Have you ever noticed how the energy of a room changes the moment you step in? Conversations pause, people glance up. The tension either breaks or deepens. This is one of the clearest signs of your calling. You're not just present in a room, you recalibrate it. Meetings feel different. Family gatherings feel different. Even silent spaces feel charged when you're there. This happens because your aura carries authority. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. You bring a frequency that unsettles negativity and amplifies authenticity. For example, gossip might suddenly stop when you arrive. People may speak more carefully, or someone might open up vulnerably. This isn't about you demanding attention, it's your presence demanding integrity. Recognize this as a confirmation of your assignment. Atmospheres shift because you're meant to shift them. Even without titles, positions, or recognition, people treat you differently. They may show you extra politeness, give you space, or unconsciously defer to your presence. This is unspoken respect. It's not about intimidation. It's about your spiritual authority being recognized subconsciously. People sense that you're not ordinary, even if they can't explain why. You've likely experienced this in public places, clerks being unusually helpful, strangers moving aside for you, or random people thanking you for small acts. These are subtle signs that your energy commands respect. This doesn't mean everyone will treat you well. Some will still be disrespectful. But even in those cases, there's a deeper acknowledgement of your power. They're reacting because they feel it. Chosen ones often find themselves in leadership roles, even without trying. People naturally look to you for guidance, decisions, and direction. You may not have a formal title, but you have influence. In workplaces, you're the one colleagues ask for advice. In families, you're the mediator during conflicts. In friend groups, you're the one others rely on for clarity. This is not by accident. Leadership for a chosen one isn't about control. It's about stewardship. Your presence stabilizes others, and your wisdom creates pathways where there were none. This can feel heavy at times. You might wonder, why is it always me? But it's because your spirit is equipped for it. Leadership is not something you take, it's something you carry. Recognize this gift and refine it. You're not just a leader, you're a blueprint for others. Even when your life feels messy, others can sense your destiny. There's a forward momentum about you, an invisible pull that makes people curious about your journey. You've likely had people tell you things like, "I don't know why, but I feel you're going to do something big." They can feel your purpose even when you're doubting it yourself. This sense of destiny can attract both helpers and haters. Some want to support your journey, others want to sabotage it. Both reactions are evidence that your path is visible in the unseen. Your job isn't to prove your purpose to anyone, it's to keep walking it. The right people will recognize it without explanation. Chosen ones often notice a peculiar pattern. Just before a breakthrough, life feels like it's falling apart. Relationships shift, finances dip, or unexpected crises appear. This is not random, it's resistance. Think of a plane taking off. The greatest drag happens right before it lifts. In the same way, your life experiences the greatest opposition right before your next level. This can be emotionally exhausting. You may feel like giving up, but understand this: the turbulence is proof you're ascending. Even historically, great leaders faced intense trials before stepping into destiny. Joseph was imprisoned before becoming a ruler. Nelson Mandela endured decades of captivity before leading a nation. If you're feeling extreme resistance right now, it's not a sign you're off track. It's confirmation you're about to break through. As a chosen one, you'll notice that certain people enter your life at exactly the right time. Mentors, helpers, friends, or even strangers show up with guidance, opportunities, or wisdom. This isn't luck, it's alignment. Your energy acts like a beacon, calling in those who are part of your journey. Some of these connections will be brief but impactful. Others will be lifelong allies. Both are important. The right people will recognize your spirit even before they know your story. This also means you'll outgrow relationships that no longer align. It's painful but necessary. Every ending makes room for a destined beginning. Trust these divine appointments. They're proof that your path is guided. Many chosen ones go through long periods of solitude. Friends fade, opportunities stall, and life feels quiet. This can feel like rejection, but it's actually preparation. In solitude, your character is refined. Your discernment sharpens. Your connection to God or the divine deepens. Without the noise of others, you learn who you truly are. Think of Moses in the desert or David in the fields. Before public calling came private training. Your alone seasons are your training grounds. During these times, people still notice you, even from a distance. Your absence is felt because your presence is significant. Don't resent isolation. It's a sacred cocoon where you transform into who you're meant to be. Another sign of being chosen is carrying an unusual level of empathy. You don't just see suffering, you feel it. News stories, strangers' pain, even animals' distress can weigh on you deeply. This sensitivity isn't weakness. It's evidence of a big spirit in a heavy world. It's also part of your assignment. However, without boundaries, empathy can become exhaustion. You're not meant to save everyone, only to shine your light where you're called. Learn to differentiate between compassion and overresponsibility. Compassion empowers, overresponsibility drains. Your empathy is a superpower when guided. It's what makes your presence healing and your discernment sharp. Chosen ones can't get away with things others do. You might notice that when you compromise, the consequences feel immediate and intense. This is because your calling demands higher standards. It can feel unfair. Others break rules and thrive, but you slip once and pay for it. But this is actually grace. It keeps you aligned with your purpose. Think of it like training an athlete. The higher the competition, the stricter the discipline. You're being prepared for a higher arena. This can make you feel lonely or misunderstood, but it's also what sets you apart. Your higher standards are not punishment, they're protection. They're keeping you ready for what's ahead. The culmination of all these signs is this. People notice you because you're living proof that divine purpose exists. Even if they don't believe in God or spirituality, your life makes them wonder. Your resilience, your growth, your light, they're all silent sermons. You're not just surviving, you're transforming, and that transformation inspires others to believe change is possible. Every stare, every confession, every attack, every compliment, they're all evidence that your presence is undeniable. You're not invisible, you're a living message. Being chosen isn't always glamorous. It's often lonely, painful, and misunderstood. But it's also powerful, purposeful, and world-changing. You were never meant to blend in. And now, more than ever, the world is noticing. If you've resonated with these signs, know this. People see your power even when you don't. You're not too sensitive or too different. You're chosen. And your life is already speaking louder than words.